Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Mage the Ascension, Breaking Tradition, here on Dork Tales. I hope you're all doing well. I am your storyteller, Kelly. I use he and him as my pronouns, and I'm super excited to be here tonight, because tonight we are going to find out who got shot in episode 3. The trick is, it's all of you. And without further ado, I just want to thank you all for being here and joining us, and let's do some introductions. Why don't we go ahead and start? We'll do this in reverse order for a change, and we're going to start the circle with Robin.
Whoa, shaking things up, are you?
Yeah.
Does that mean I got shot because you talked to me first? Theories.
But
yes,
that's just everyone. A theory. A mage theory! Thanks for watching.
But yes, hello everyone, I'm Robin. I use she, her, or they, them pronouns, and tonight I am playing our Cult of Ecstasy ecstatic member, Holly Grant, who, I was really happy with all my sneaking and takedown and Vulcan neck pinches and shit last game.
It was good.
Really happy.
It was good. I was impressed. All right. Hi, Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen, and I use she, her pronouns, and I will be playing Bex Allen, the virtual adept tonight, who also uses she, her pronouns.
Nice. All right, passing it up to Amy.
Hello, I'm Amy. I use she, her, they, them pronouns, and I will be playing Paisley Evans, our Order of Hermes mage, who also uses she, her, and is married to Bex Allen.
Nice. And finally, last but not least, hi, Christine.
Hello, I'm Christine. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I am playing Vivian Todd, or Vivi to friends, another Cult of Ecstasy member, or Sahajia. Yeah. She's also pretty cute.
All right, so folks, if you have not tuned in to our previous games, I just want to thank Onyx Path for convincing me to run this. And for their successful Kickstarter of Lore of the Traditions, I just want to say a hearty congratulations. I don't know if there is late backer support, but you might as well go check and see if there is. That's over on Kickstarter right now. This game was so Onyx Path reached out to us to run this game because they know that I love Mage, and asked that we do it and maybe incorporate some of the things for the new Lore of the Traditions book that is out on Kickstarter. It's a good book. Like, it's a great book. We were not paid for this. This is just that, like, they gave us a demo copy to look through in, like, still in document form. So it might change significantly. Probably won't seem like a draft copy, like a final draft. But it is one of the best books that has been put out by Onyx Path in a while. All of their stuff's really good quality, but this was, like, particularly good. A lot of thought went into it, and if you like Mage the Ascension, I strongly suggest you give Lore of the Traditions a chance, if only because it's going to help you understand parts of your favorite traditions in ways that you would not normally have access to, because earlier editions were written by people outside of the communities they represent, and Lore of the Traditions seek to change that by having, you know, people from indigenous backgrounds write for the Dream Speakers, for example, or real Asians write for the Akashiana. Who'd have thought? Maybe they would understand that some of the words they used in original editions did not apply at all because they were the wrong word, because back then everybody just had, like, library cards and translation books in the language section and didn't have or maybe even later Google Translate, right? Jen, you've come across that with a lot of Latin stuff, right? Where, like, certain books are the wrong declensions.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Anyway, all right, so folks, any special news to drop before we hop into game? All right, I have some special news. Thank you to my test readers out there, because my fiction's done. It's submitted, which means that my portion of that book is done, and should be coming out very soon. I think I have to do, like, I have to tell the artist who does the chapter art, like, 2 things, and then, like, I'm completely done, like, hands off, but all of the writing is done. I just get to do some weird...
It's good, y'all. It's good.
Is it good? Is it good?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Thank you so much for being test readers, because it wasn't working until the moment I sent it out and then edited the document live. It was like, without the pressure of you guys reading it, I would, it just...
That happens.
It's so much better when I'm like, oh shit, they're gonna reach this part of the book and it's awful. Wait, this is a Google Drive link. I can just edit while they're reading. Anonymous octopus is judging you. Like hell he is.
Watch where their cursor is, like through the.
I've done that before while you've been reading. Like not you, but I've done it while someone was reading while they were going through, and I'm like, bullshit, gotta finish this sentence. I realize I had an ADD moment.
Yeah, for the most part though, this time, like, I think there was 2 things I flagged, and that was it.
Yeah, there.
No double words, no missing word, no similar words that sounds the same but spelt different. Like,
I found a couple, but they were really embedded. Like they were in like big paragraph chunks. Because I went through it with a fine-tooth comb on Friday and on Thursday and spent about 6 or 7 hours just editing it. It's great. At the end of this book is going to net me like 5 cents an hour. I know, right? It's like writers get paid crap. Patreon. Anyway, all right, so folks, we are going to be hopping into game. Any last words before you all die? Well, okay, your call. Oh, there were a couple of things that I did want to mention real quick, and that is that some of the things that are coming up in Mage the Ascension Breaking Tradition are maybe inadvertently topical. They were written before the current situation in the world. And while they do not directly address some of the things going on in Europe, they do have similar vibes. So I'm not going to change the story, but if that is something that is going to be distressing, then I just want you to know in advance, there is going to be talking about history and about like the one of the themes of this campaign, this chronicle, is the sins of the past. So it's out on the table. This is a mature game, and I expect everybody to come to this as viewers to watch it maturely. But it is there, and I want you to know in advance because that's what we do. You know, I'm not gonna tell you it's a super happy, fun game with nothing bad happening in it. I mean, literally, the episode name is Very Bad Things. So there you go. And with that, just got to say that the current effects that I have right now, we're gonna go through, and I want you to tell me all what everybody here has up. So things that I know are up. I have Paisley soaking or having armor. What is it? You have 8 dice of armor. I think
you said I have 8 soak dice.
And you can soak aggravated damage.
Yes.
And I have. That's plus 8 soak dice.
Yeah, plus 8 soak dice. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, I have Holly down for soak ag. So soak lethal and ag. And then I have Vivian down at strength, dex, stamina 5. Is that what it was?
Strength 5, dex 5, stamina 4. And I also have the soak lethal and ag from Holly because she doubled it.
Yeah,
that's right.
I also have +3 mind shield.
Okay.
And I have life sight up as well.
Okay, so +3 mind shield. So okay, Amy, do you have any other effects on?
Paisley still has her forces sight up. Not that super helpful.
And
but,
that is for heat or light.
That was for electrical signals.
Oh, you're right.
For
Thank
cell
you. Thank you.
phones. Yeah.
Okay, so Paisley and Holly, both of you are at a +1 difficulty to all magic casting because of your concentration. And Bex, you had a couple of things up as well, didn't you?
Yes. So I had the no time on Lisa what's her nuts.
Yeah, Teresa.
Which I am probably going to drop, but I'm gonna wait and see what happens first. And then I technically have a mind shield up, but with the EMP going off,
that's gonna kill it, right?
That's gonna kill it.
Okay.
So
all right, so folks, it is time for some Mage the Ascension. You ready for this? And I'm sorry in advance for nothing. Everything's fine. What are you talking about? All right, take a drink of water and let's begin. Last time on Mage the Ascension, Breaking Tradition, you all traveled down to Cliff House. breaking in, you were able to go and make your way down to the giant camera building that had one of the world's largest camera obscuras. Inside of there, in the holograph gallery, you were able to access the block on Gunther's memory bank, revealing that it had been sealed away by one Dr. Evelyn Taylor. Before you could see what had happened and what was stored inside of his memory, there was a noise from outside. A man commanding you to come out in the name of the Technocratic Union. I want to say, that is a weird thing to say, first of all. Like, that is not... The Technocracy does not do that, generally. I'm just going to let that know that that's weird. And the chat has it right there. When the storyteller apologizes with a grin. Yeah. Okay. With that, you all prepared yourselves for what was about to come, and before you could actually really brace yourselves, though, Paisley set off a localized spell that released an EMP in the general area, killing telecommunications, killing digital signals, and disrupting anything with an electrical current in it, including your phones or Bex's magic. And it is at that point...
Love you, hun.
It is at that point that a shot rang out, and we cut to black. And what I would like everyone to do right now, right as we start this off, is can I get everyone to make me an initiative roll? An initiative roll is 1 10-sided dice plus your dex and wits scores.
I can't remember if specializations end up counting or anything.
They apply if they would. So what are your specializations for dex and wits?
Wits is improvisation.
Probably not. It'd be fast reflexes or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm going to roll for Gunther. Gunther got a 6. That's not terribly good. He's not very dexterous. Okay, so, Gunther, where are your stats? Okay, Dex 2, Wits 2. God damn it, Gunther. Okay, holy crap, guys. I'm really proud of you. That's great. That's going to be...
We didn't have the 14 crew today.
Yeah, seriously. Okay, so
Right?
Bex, you are at the top of the initiative with a 16. Followed by Vivian, followed by a tie between an NPC and Holly, followed by, let's see, actually, okay. One moment, please. I gotta roll for... Yay! This makes my life way easier. There we go. Okay, Mage, Paisley. Pardon the delay here. Okay, and I might as well pre-roll for... Okay, that sounds good to go. A gunshot rings through outside as the door... You swung the door open, dropped that, and suddenly there was an explosion of light from your EMP, and a ringing pierced all of your ears. This... A gunshot. And as your vision cleared from the sudden flash of light before you, you could see that directly outside of the chamber, right in front of you, are 3 men. There are 3 individuals. A man, a woman. The 2 security guards that were up inside of the room watching anime not that long ago. Their guns are drawn, and behind them is a man with a large mustache and once orange hair that has kind of faded out to this gray. There's a gunshot that rips through the air, and the female security officer takes a bullet directly in the upper chest and swings to the ground. Bex, it is your turn. Your spells suddenly vanish.
They do. Should I roll for PTSD?
I would love you to make me a willpower roll. Yes, please.
Okay. And it is current willpower, right?
Current willpower.
Come on, scroll to. There we go. Oh, that's a good amount. Yep. Difficulty 6.
Difficulty of 8. I'm gonna say.
Then I fail.
Okay. All right.
I had
you
6.
You may spend a willpower to function normally.
Okay, for the scene or
for the round. I'll make you do another one at the beginning of next turn.
cool. You know what? I think can I, if I don't spend a willpower this round and freak out, can I try again next round?
Of course.
Cool. Because I think the loss of her spells is just too much of a trigger.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so Bex, you are going to just completely freeze up. Outside, It's just like it was before. You can see the fact that Gunther is standing right next to you, that there is a hit mark right next to you, ally or not, is just too much with the Technocracy directly outside. You freeze up. What do you do?
I think it's just complete motionless and like mind racing. The smell of the gunshot in the air probably has just sent her into like memories. And I think she just does nothing.
There's a splash of blood on the darkened ground in front of you, and that is just the worst. There we go. Forgot to put Gunther on the initiative chart. Let's fix that. Okay. All right, so Bex, you freeze up. The world kind of shudders in front of you as your heart rate accelerates in your throat so much that it feels like it's trying to leap out of the side of your jaw. Vivian, what do you do?
Who got hit? There's these 3 in front of us.
One of the female security guard gets shot directly in the chest and is starting to fall to the ground. It doesn't look like it was a lethal shot. She is very badly hurt, though.
So this dude just showed up and shot some rando.
You do not know where the gunshot came from. All 3 of these individuals look surprised.
Oh. I'm gonna back away from the door then. And hopefully out of any line of shot.
Okay.
Maybe get off to a side, away from a window, something.
There are no windows inside of this place.
Right, because we worried about that before, yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, you step over to the side and take cover. Are you doing anything else besides ducking down?
I'm gonna pull my mace.
Okay. Your spray mace into your hand?
Yep.
Okay.
And be just ready for if somebody comes at me.
All right. So, next turn, you are going to hear a voice from outside. Sorry, you picked the wrong place to show up. This is the problem with using citizens. And I would like a perception and alertness roll from everyone here. Oh, shit. Okay.
Now I'm curious, Kelly, because I'm
Yes.
slightly new to Mage and stuff like that. For like ties between initiative for...
It goes to the highest modifier.
Okay.
So this guy has a slight boost on you.
I'm guessing, yeah.
What was the difficulty again?
Difficulty is going to be, it's going to be 7. Well, you know what? You're inside of a concrete building and this is being yelled down from about 40 feet away. So I'm going to say difficulty 8 for you.
Okay, so it's meet or beat 8, right?
Meet or beat.
4.
1.
1.
So I was right in the doorway.
Yes,
had
so
just
difficulty
stepped
of
out.
6 for you, Paisley.
Okay, in that case, I got 2 successes.
2 successes. You are all going to recognize a voice. This is the person who was talking to Paisley over the phone. And Paisley, you're going to hear Rex's voice, and then suddenly the barked command of a Nokian that says, "Betrayal the heated lead. Seek the heart." And the bullet wound, the bullet has not left her body, suddenly starts spinning and twisting inside of the security guard's chest. She is going to take an additional 12 levels of lethal damage as this bullet slug starts to spin like it's in a washing machine. And just explodes. You see the most horrific sight in front of you. Her intestines spill onto the ground. Her head lolls back and she collapses into a pile of her own. I didn't expect to roll this high. I got like 3 more successes than I intended to on that.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Forces, right? So you will hear that Anokin. And she will just, she's gone. She collapses to the ground, dead. Holly, you're up. What do you do?
Can Holly try and peek around the door to see if she can get an eye on this
I would
person?
like everyone here, actually, who's witnessing this, to make me a willpower roll, difficulty 6, to act.
Okay.
Yeah, legit. Also,
'Cause-
how visible was that, or is this just like nightmare
This was
fuel?
10 feet from you.
But it's also really dark, and all the lights went out.
This is, oh yeah, this is true. You know what? This will be difficulty of 5 for those of you making willpower tests.
Okay.
I
3.
still fail.
And it's your full
Current.
willpower? Current willpower.
Current willpower.
That's 3 for me.
Yeah, 3 as well.
Okay. So all you hear is an explosion of as she shrieks and dies. Okay, you all are going to know that something really bad happened, but it's quite dark outside. Due to your EMP, thank you for reminding me of that because it just fell out of my brain. The flashlights have turned off, and you are going to see the electrical signals start to reconnect Paisley, but not quite yet, not until the beginning of your next turn. And Holly, so that it is very dark outside. You cannot see what happened there, but you can smell it.
Okay, because basically I would like to throw a psychic assault at if I could try and figure. I like to do a psychic shatter on this person.
On which person?
On where I heard like. If I could make a perception roll to hear this person talking.
Yes.
Or
So
was
what you heard was, "Come out in the name of the Technocratic Union."
Yeah.
And the sound of security guards outside, and then up the hill to your left, you heard the sound of, "You came to the wrong place." And then what sounded like a strange, not Latin, but a strange language being spoken. Honestly, when you try to focus on the words of this language, it's like hearing feedback. You cannot make sense of the words.
Okay. So,
who are you aiming for? You have many targets, apparently.
I know I have many targets. I'm trying to figure out if Rex is helping us or not. Oh boy. I think I'm gonna go for the guy that said, "Come out in the name of the Technocratic Union."
Sounds good. He is
like
about 15 feet in front of the door, kind of over by one of the stone railings that leads down toward the beach. There's a stairwell back there.
Cool. So I'm going to try and use a Psychic Shatter, which is it's very vulgar. It's mine 3 prime 2, and I try and blast opponent with aggravated damage, and it's against the difficulties of the target's willpower.
Okay.
So we're trying to tear straight into the pattern of their brain.
Sounds fantastic. I would like you to make me an Arete roll at difficulty 9.
Okay.
Because you're not the only one who gets mind shields.
Yeah. Figured. So, quintessence is to lower difficulty.
Yes, you can lower it 1 for 1 up to your avatar rating. Or 3, whichever is higher. Or whichever is lower, pardon me.
Yeah.
Well, no, whichever's higher. Max of 3 is what it is.
Yeah. I'm going to spend a quintessence to lower it to 8, and then I'm going to use a willpower to gain a success already.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Here's hoping you don't roll all ones.
I'm really fucking hoping not. Shit. All right, that was 553. So that's gonna be no successes. So I guess 1 for the
553. So 1 success. That is going to be enough to affect a target and to deal. This is just psychic scream. You're just trying to do damage.
Yes, it's aggravated damage.
Okay. It is. Pardon me.
Aggravated damage.
Oh, are you using the prime and
Mind 3, Prime 2, Psychic Shatter from 122. How do you do that?
Okay, I was not expecting that. That sucks. 1 second while I just take something into account.
Also, it's Fulgur, so I'm assuming I'm taking 2 points of Paradox.
How many points of Paradox do you have right now?
This is lucky number 4 with that. Those two.
Cool. All right, add 2 points of Paradox, please.
Yeah, so that is 4. Cool.
Okay, 2 points of aggravated damage, scream into his head. Ah! He grabs up, kind of raising his gun to his temple as blood begins to streak out of his nose and ears. And, all right, there is anything else that you are doing, Holly? Any movement?
Then yeah, she's gonna try and duck back in behind the door frame.
Okay.
To get out of the
Okay,
way.
there is going to be another gunshot. And okay, the male security guard is going to be hit. He is wearing a lightweight vest, basically just a typical knightly like thin flak, not even flak, just a thin Kevlar, and it is going to hit him, dealing still going to deal 3 levels of bashing damage as a gunshot echoes from up the stairwell next to the building. And then you are just counting something. Okay. And you are going to hear that same language going echo down at you from up at the top of the stairwell. And let me see if I actually can do this. Nope. Okay, cool. Paisley, it is your turn.
Paisley's like, the fuck is going on here? And is going to like, just, because she's got her hands like up, like she was ready to like surrender and just drop this thing. She's gonna like freeze, and then she's going to just like pull herself fully back and in and try and go hide.
As you freeze, your spell is going to end. And you are going to see all of the flashlights flick back on, revealing that scene of grisly gore directly in front of you, and revealing as well that there is a firefight in front of you between like 3 people on the stairwell, one of which you will recognize as Rex, and 2 of which you will recognize as Hermetic Acolytes.
Oh, Paisley's gonna scream.
One of them fires a shot that hits the man, like the male security guard, and the other is a woman who is chanting under her breath and like moving her arms in a way that makes you think that she's probably casting a spirit spell. You've seen these before. It's a little bit beyond you, though.
Yeah, Paisley's gonna scream and like start like just scramble backwards and like
sounds good.
Try and get inside the building. That is her entire action is panicking.
At this point, it is Gunther's turn. Gunther will turn to you and say, "Who do I engage?"
Flail point at something.
Who do you point at?
She's pointing at the technocrat, the one who, because I think they're closest to us.
Yes, he is closest.
Yeah.
Understood. And because you told him to, Gunther is going to step outside of this shelter, and is going to take his full movement to get up. Is going to grab the male security guard because he's in the way. And one moment, please. You did say non-lethal. That is not enough for... Oh, shit. Okay, and the male security guard has... We'll say his name's Jake. Has that much for... All right. So, quick reminder where you are. You are on. You are at Cliff House, which is this basically now a tourism destination, or at least it would be once it reopened again. The Camera Obscura is up about, I'd say, about 40 feet above the beach, probably higher. But hey, I've never been there in person. And it has this kind of like it's this concrete platform that kind of wraps along the beach, has a stairwell and a basically like a retaining wall that kind of holds up so that you can walk around it down toward the beach. There are some sea caves down there. It's very picturesque from everything I've seen. As Jake gets shot, raises his gun up to kind of freak out and just like, what the fuck is going on? This huge dude with a slightly Austrian accent walks up, grabs him by the front of the shirt, go away, and throws him 20 feet over the railing and down the stairwell. I got 6 successes on the throw, so I don't think he's you were going to hear the sound of bones crunching, mostly leg bones, and doof, 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 doof. He'll live. You'll hear over Gunther's shoulder, at which point the Technocrat is about 5 feet from him, looks up at him. Oh, this is some bullshit. Wait. H2609? I thought that was you. Shit. And he's going to hit a button on his watch, at which point you are going to hear, "We are here to help," in a robotic voice, as 2 little pods hit the ground and go, woo, ching, 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 ching. And anybody within sight of the door, which I think is only Bex, because you didn't have the compulsion to duck, you are going to see this guy launches 2 pebbles out of his watch, almost like BBs, that are going to grow and go ching, 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 and turn into 4-foot tall robots that kind of look like the paranoid android from, kind of like Marvin the Repressed One. And they're both going to go, "We are here to help." And that's Jerry's turn. And he's going to take off running. I'm going to do a quick check to see where he runs. One moment. He is going to take off running down and around the side of the Camera Obscura, outside of Gunther's reach. Basically, Gunther's going to come straight for him. Oh, shit! And he's going to run around to the side as these 2 robots kind of forge up. And that is... I just have to roll initiative for these guys. What would you have us do, Jerry? It's Agent Locke! Stop that! Stop them! And they're going to turn and look at the hermetics on the stairwell and go, "Hey, that's not very nice," and start advancing. Bex, it's your turn. What do you do? You make me willpower roll.
Yes. I would like to ask whether or not the fact that my wife just screamed spurs me into action.
I think so.
What's the difficulty on this one?
Difficulty on this, we'll say 7.
Cool, 2 successes.
Nice. All right, you'll be able to hold it together for now until the next major critical event.
Excellent. So my wife screams. This is a terrible thing. I have loyalty to her and want to protect her. I would like to dig into my bag, grab an energy drink, shotgun it.
Okay.
And take off after the Technocrat. And I'm kind of, I don't think I'll reach him this round, so I'm trying to do beginner's luck.
Okay.
With entropy and just whispering under my breath like "Carpe fucking diem" as I shotgun this energy drink.
Okay. Go ahead and make me an arete roll. This is going to be at a difficulty of beginner's luck. You know what I'm going to say? I'll say 6 for the stressful situation.
Sure. Yeah, I'll spend a willpower.
Sounds good.
That is 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay. Beginner's luck. What are you spending this into specifically?
I'm spending it into brawl.
Okay. So what this is going to do is until the end of your next turn, it can give you 3 more dice on brawl if you want, or 2 more for the rest of the combat.
I'll do 2 for the rest of the combat.
Okay, so consider yourself as having brawl 2 for the rest of the combat.
Fantastic.
Cool. All right, so rushing around, you're actually going to gain on him pretty fast. He had to move 15 feet to get around the corner, and you had to move 15 feet to get out the door. So you are going to turn and rush, basically almost close enough that you can grab at his jacket flaring behind him.
Cool.
All right, Vivian, it is your turn.
Okay. So the Hermetics are still up the staircase?
They're up the staircase about 30 feet, yes.
Okay.
Looks like 2 security guards are down. It's just the Technocrat now, and those 2 robots.
Well, and the robots seem to be going for the Hermetics now, right?
The second one definitely is. One of them has like a little pink bow drawn on the side of its head. The other one doesn't. It definitely has like a Mr. and Mrs. Pac-Man vibe.
Okay. And the Technocrat's running away.
Yes, he is definitely running away.
Okay. But I also don't know why Hermetic mages are attacking us and killing random, like, people, sleepers.
This is true.
This is really weird.
Yes, it is. They're here to
I'm
protect
gonna
you,
look
obviously.
around to see if I can find another way out of this place.
I do not believe there is. Let me double check, though.
Yes, but Vivi might not know that, so... Vivi is looking for another way out. There's gotta be a back door somewhere.
Let me see if there's an emergency exit in the camera obscura. One moment. So there is... God, there's like a little ticket booth for sure. Oh shit, there actually isn't. So, I am going to send you... I'm going to send a link in the Twitch chat, actually. So if you check Twitch chat right now, you will see this thing is shaped like a giant camera. But it is built right onto the edge of the water. Now, that being said, there technically is one way out if you are gutsy enough, and that is the camera obscura has a pyramid-shaped dome at the top of it that pulls light in to create its holograph, meaning that there is technically an opening there if you bust it open. If you climb up...
Yeah, but that's gonna put me right in view of them as well, so...
True. But besides that, there is no other way out aside from the front door.
Hmm.
So I guess, theoretically, the guys can't run around it. So, the photo I saw of it seemed like it was further away from the wall. So we're just going to say that the Technocrat's doing kind of a loop-de-loop run around, like, whoop, 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 whoop. Because that's a very Jerry thing to do.
I am not sure what to do.
Would you like to hold your action?
Sure.
Okay, you may interject anytime before the end of the Helping Hans turn.
Okay.
Yes, I brought the Helping Hans back because I love them. Okay. Cutting down the initiative 1, you are going to hear Rex say, "Perfect. That one. Get the big one. Don't worry, we'll protect you." And he's gonna start, you know what, might as well go big. Got both of the sleepers are out of the way.
At that, Vivi's gonna try and call Gunther back in.
Okay, what do you say?
Get back in here!
But yes.
Because he's the only thing that has the information.
This is true. That is going to be Prime 2. It's going to be Vulgar. So that's going to be, or probably Prime 3. So boom, boom. Difficulty 6. Difficulty 7. Difficulty 8. I'm going to spend 3 points of quintessence. And I'm going to use my blasting rod. And spend a willpower. Oh, balls! That could be much better. But it's not. So, you know, I'm just going to release it while I got it. That one. And for those of you who are outside, Bex, you are going to see the Hermetic that you'll recognize as Rex hold up a small blasting wand, a scepter that's about a foot long, ringed in platinum and tipped with a strange, like, bloodstone crystal. It's going to suddenly flash with bright energy and fire a bolt of quintessence that is going to hit Gunther. Gunther has, however, quite a few soak dice against even this. So let's see. That is going to be... He's going to take 2 levels of aggravated damage unless... He is going to take... Fuck, he's going to take 2 levels of aggravated damage because I just failed my soak roll. Okay, so...
Actually, that's a good point that Robin put in the chat. How does counter magic work
Yeah.
in this?
So if you can see the magic in motion, i.e. you have prime sight up, you can try to unweave a spell if you have these spheres for it. Alternatively, we're also using the alternate rule that if you can see magic in motion, you can spend quintessence to make it harder. But you have to have prime sight up.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. All right, so Gunther is going to take 2 points of aggravated damage as a prime bolt slams into the side of his chassis, burning a hole through his the side of his shoulder and chest. And he's going to... Combat engaged. Query. All right, Vivian, you doing anything else besides yelling at Gunther?
I don't think so.
Okay. Holly, it's your turn. What do you do?
Oh, I'm so torn. You know what? I'm gonna try and scramble thoughts on the 2 people that the 2 apprentice mages
Sounds good.
that are out there.
Okay. So what I'm going to need from you, this is going to be difficulty of 6.
Okay.
And you're going to need 2 successes
Yep.
for it to even start working. So,
Okay.
because you need 1 success for it to affect an additional target.
Mm-hmm.
So both of them have willpower 6, thankfully, which is really lucky for you.
Yeah.
What does this do in terms of how long they're scrambled?
Well, the only thing that has for that I could find on the rote is that it
So-
says this effect causes the target's train of thought to disappear.
Okay, so the way that I'm going to do is I'm going to say that each success is going to be another round of combat that they are going to be
okay.
too confused to act during.
Okay.
So, you are going to need 2 successes, and then every additional one is going to be plus 1 round. So you'll start with the base of 1.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay? Because I'm using the magic system of the first success covers all bases. 1 point of damage, 1 person, right here.
Cool. All right.
Right now.
So 6. I'm gonna spend a willpower.
Yep. Do you spending any quintessence to lower the difficulty?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Okay. And the last thing I need to know is this mind or is...
It is just mind 3.
But is this your specialty or is prime your specialty? Mind is your
Mind is my specialty.
Okay, so you have a specialty focus that you would use for this, right?
Yep, she pulls out her incense and she will light it and start kind of
Okay,
wafting.
then give it a difficulty 5.
Sweet! Would it be difficulty 4 if I spent a quintessence to lower
Yes, it would.
Cool. Awesome land. Well, goodbye, dice. You
Yeah,
were nice over
I'm
there.
still down 1 from my set too. I feel you.
It lives there now.
All right, that's 4 successes there plus that, so 5 successes.
Oh, you got an explosion?
I did. I got a 10 on 1. That was one that I threw off the desk. I rolled the 10 and then I tried to roll it again and it flew off the desk.
Oh, damn. Okay,
Right?
so I have filled their next 5 initiative columns with circles. That, so if something jars them out of this, like if they
Yeah.
are harmed, they will be able to protect themselves, but they are basically just like, what?
Yeah, and Holly will see after like casting the magic. She says, "Don't touch them. I've got it."
Okay. And is that vulgar? It's a mind effect. I mean, it's borderline.
Mm-hmm. It's fine. You can.
You know what? One moment.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be vulgar because that's vulgar, or that was vulgar before. Do me a favor. Can you make me a soak roll, please?
So soak roll is
Stamina, difficulty 6.
Okay. That was so close to really bad. I rolled 2 1s and a 9. So I didn't soak anything, but I didn't botch.
You didn't botch your soak roll, which we normally don't allow, but on this, actually, I would have. Okay, I'm choosing to have your paradox go off on this. So you didn't take more paradox, but your paradox decided to come off anyway. So you are going to have 1 point of paradox remaining on your sheet.
Okay.
You're going to take 3 levels of bashing damage.
Ouchies.
As... Here we go. Okay, so Vulgar Magic, Permanent Paradox, Paradox Backlash. Okay, how badly does it hurt? Let's check the reference charts. You are going to suffer... you're gonna suffer that and some paradox flaws. Let's see. You were confusing them with incense. You know what I'm gonna do? It is topical right now. For the remainder of the night, your sense of smell is going to be inverted. Everything that smells good is going to smell awful, and everything that's... And this is going to include taste as well.
Oh no!
So basically, like, things you like are going to smell awful. It's going to be distracting. Food is going to taste like shit, and shit is going to taste like food.
Oh.
And I hope you enjoy mustard, because you're going to have to put it on everything. Actually, I hope you don't enjoy mustard, because then you have to put it on everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is going to be that. You are going to be able to smell with all the colors of the wind. And you take 3 points of bashing damage. But hey, 3 of your paradox are gone.
Yay.
Okay, so mage number 1 is going to go, huh? Mage number 2 is going to go, her. And Paisley, it's your turn. What do you do? Your wife has just ran out of here.
Bex, no! Wait! And Paisley's gonna go run after Bex because, oh my god, no! And then is going to probably try and do something helpful, but I don't know what that is. Paisley's not thinking right now.
Okay.
Yeah. That's about it. She's going out and then is gonna... Yeah, she's just trying to stay with her wife. That's all.
Okay, so you're just like chasing this technocrat around this plaza? Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, once she goes out and sees what the hell is going on, she might be able to figure something out, but I don't think she has the time to react to that.
Okay.
Yep.
Gunther is going to turn around on his turn, look up at this and go, but I understood, and is going to go and walk back inside of the camera. Jerry is going to continue running and is going to go, oh shit, what can he do? What can he do? What can he do? Yeah, he can absolutely do that. We'll find out if he can, actually. Let's spend a willpower on this. Oh! I should use these dice whenever I play. Holy shit. Holy shit. I got 6 successes on this. Yeah, I know, right? Running around, he's going to go... Oh, damn. Everybody freeze! I've got backup! And he's going to hit his watch, and suddenly there are going to be 3 agents standing there as he splits mirror image style into 3 versions of himself. And you'll both hear them all Doppler. Everybody freeze, freeze, freeze!
I think Vivi's just gonna raise an eyebrow at that.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
really?
Holly's probably like... And then also Holly's now eyeing the viscera on the ground hungrily for some reason.
It smells really good. Hans number 1 and 2 are going to go, and they're going to charge the Hermetics. What are you guys doing? No. Guys, get them there. Rex is going to say, oh, yay, Hans. Hans, you have 10 dice to punch things. I love you, Hans. Actually, no, you have 8 dice, let's be fair. You're the old models. You're really not very good at this, Hans. I'm not gonna... Okay, now you're better than I thought. Okay. You have a strength of 5 because you are not... Okay. Pardon me one moment. There's something about just rolling all of these dice by myself that is always very strange to me. Okay. And that means that
NPC versus NPC combat is
NPC
rough.
versus NPC combat is the worst. That's why I usually just cheat and roll like 2 dice, and whoever gets the most gets the most. But this is a mage versus mage fight. The helping Hanses are going to rush up, and the I just realized something. I have to roll something very, very... You know what? It'll just fizzle. Because one of them was in the process of casting a large spell when you confused her. I'm going to say that the effect just fizzles and does not ignite. There, because it was a big one. However, these 2 little large-headed robots are going to go jing, 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 jing up the stairwell, and are going to both simultaneously tackle her to the ground and start going, stop resisting, stop resisting, stop resisting, please, and are going to bludgeon her unconscious. So that's one less person to pay attention to. They just did 10 levels of bashing damage to her, so she's bleeding very profusely. There is a noise that sounds like breaking glass as her teeth are knocked out by these tiny metal fists. And she is down. But they're not killing her, which is something. All right, top of the initiative, Bex. There are 3 agents in front of you pointing guns at you. I don't want to have to do this. Freeze!
Can I use mind sight to see if I can figure out which one's the real one?
You can try.
I can try.
Okay.
I would
So,
like to try.
Do you have you don't have mind sight on right now?
No.
Okay. So, go ahead and give me that roll difficulty of 4. I'll say, because
I rolled 2 4s.
okay. So your mind sight is going to flare to life in front of you, and I'm just going to check the way the wording on this rote is real quick.
Yeah.
So okay, so there we go. Yes, they're all him.
Cool. I'm going to launch myself at the nearest one.
Crap. Okay. Well, that technique normally works better than that. Make me a dex and brawl roll. He is going to try to dodge using a reflexive dex and dodge, or dex and athletics. But he's got a bad back. I don't mind telling you. All right, bring it with your dex and brawl.
That's 3 successes.
That is 2 successes. I got 1, so that's only... Okay, so he's gonna try to do... What are you doing? What? And you're going to... How are you doing this? Are you just like hitting him, or are you tackling him? What are you doing?
I'm tackling him to bring him down to the ground to just punch him repeatedly.
Okay, so you're gonna tackle him to the ground, and on your turn, you can start punching him repeatedly.
Excellent.
However, as you see this, all 3 of this agent are going to get tackled to the ground by invisible forces that are not back. So it's going to be like, are you picking 1, 2, or 3 in a row?
I'm picking the middle one because that
okay,
was...
then both the other ones are going to go down in stereo.
Nice.
As if you... What are you doing? Let me... Okay. All right. And I want you to roll strength because you are going to be slamming into him. So I'm still going to... You still have a chance of doing some bashing damage just with the tackle.
Cool, yeah. Just strength?
Just strength, yeah. Actually, pardon me, strength plus 1.
That is 1.
Okay. So you'll knock the wind out of him, but you don't do
much strength.
You don't do much damage, but you've tackled him to the ground. All right. Vivi, what are you doing?
Okay. Having life sight up, do I see for sure that Bex has gotten the right one?
They are all the right one.
Oh, really? That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it's a correspondence / data effect to appear in multiple places at once.
So
he doesn't have enough forces to make it just light bend, though.
Based on looking at that, Do I think if I hit another one, it would correspond to the main one?
Who knows? You can make me. I'll let you give me a. Make me a wits plus life roll.
Sure. Wits plus life, huh?
Because you don't have correspondence, so I'll say wits plus life at, let's go 7.
5 successes.
If it has a life pattern, it's alive. So yeah, unless there's something weird going on that you're not seeing.
All right. The one hermetic though, is he still trying to like attack us?
He was never attacking you guys.
Okay.
He attacked the Technocracy and those security guards. What are you talking about? And Gunther, but Gunther's a hit mark, so.
Okay, Vivi is going to attack the Technocracy guy and try and yell at the hermetic, "Leave our hit mark alone!"
Okay, so you can yell that. How are you attacking the guy? The guy's on the ground? You're just gonna run up and kick him?
I have a baton.
Okay. So you may go ahead. He's technically tackled by Jen, so I'm going to say that you can do this at difficulty 5 because he's pinned. So you may go ahead and make me a dex plus melee at a difficulty of 5.
Okay. And since I have a specialty in dex...
What is your dex specialty?
So I put Feline Grace. Does that add at all?
No,
Okay.
it won't for this.
Nuts. 4 successes.
4 successes. All right, roll me strength plus 4. 1 for the baton and 3 for the overbleed successes.
Excellent. That's a lot of dice. What am I looking for?
You're looking for 6s.
Okay, 6 or above.
6 or above.
4.
Okay. All right. So you are
Not
going
bad on 9 dice.
You are going to bludgeon him pretty. Or are you hitting him? Are you going to kind of ramming it into his ribs? Or are you hitting him in the face?
I'm gonna try and hit the side of his head to make him knock out. Hopefully.
Ugh. Ow! He's gonna reel a bit. He's still conscious, but that was a good crack. You actually think that the nightstick might have a crack through it?
All right.
That was a good hit. All right, so Vivian, that was your turn. You kind of are hitting one of the ones that Bex hasn't pinned, and meanwhile, up the stairwell, you say, "Don't shoot it! Don't leave our hit mark alone!" And Rex will say, "Ladies, everything's fine now. You can go. Just run. We can take care of this from here."
Don't need your help. Vivi is not going to put up with some guy trying to, like...
I'm not trying to be sexist, but by the order of the council, you need to get out of here.
It's virtue... What the hell is it? It's aetherite technology. Leave it alone.
Okay. He's reaching into his pocket, grabbing a vial, and uncorking it. Holly, it is your turn. What do you do?
I think Holly's gonna see Bex pinning one guy, Vivi on the other guy. I think Holly's gonna go through the other guy and just try and like punch him out.
Okay.
Go to sleep.
Sounds good. Go ahead. Are you just punching him?
Yep.
Okay.
So, well, that will be strength or what would that be?
That would be Dex and Brawl.
Dex and Brawl. Oh, even better.
And I've got 3 hurt them mores now.
Oh boy. Dex and Brawl. Okay, so I need my 8 dice. And boxing. Would boxing be part of my specialty? Would I be able to use that?
He's prone on the ground, so I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Boxing isn't usually about beating people on the ground. Sometimes. But not this time.
What's my difficulty?
Your difficulty on this is 5 because he's prone.
Okay, that's gonna be 6 successes.
6 successes? All right, roll me strength plus 5, please. Difficulty 6.
All right, that's another 8.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Do ones minus out?
They do.
Oh, okay, cool. That would have been 7 successes, but that's 6 successes instead.
Okay, so he's gonna soak 3 of them, which is not enough. You are going to just come down and are you punching or kicking?
Punching. Just going for like a very precise kind of like knockout.
Okay, so you are going to basically bounce his head off the concrete. And as you do, Bex, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to make me an int and wits roll.
Yep. I have lots of that. Do either big picture or improvisation count?
Big picture. I'll allow big picture.
Okay.
But I need you to tell me your highest dice that you roll. When someone spots something good happens, which is great.
I rolled 2 10s.
Perfect.
As my highest. I also have 8s in there.
You may reroll the 10s.
Everything else is below a 6.
You may reroll the 10s.
That went into another 10.
Perfect.
And a 3. So that was
Okay, 3 10s.
3 10s, yeah.
Okay, as you are looking down at this guy's face, which is just bludgeoned, like you're seeing like part of his face just go bleh. His eyes start swelling over from the impact next to him, and he looks up, I remember you. This is all your fault. I shouldn't have saved you. You were going to remember one of the last firefights that you had when you were dealing with... when you were part of the Hollow Ones. It was this little alleyway right above this old goth nightclub. It was a full raid. Hit marks, suits, not just regular mibs, but the men in black that were cloned. You know the types with no eyebrows, bald scalps, perfectly pale or perfectly brown, no differentiation in skin tone at all, and pale, milky eyes beneath their mirror shades. There were some field agents as well, but the one that you saw was this one. You remember that there was an explosion. One of the marks went up. Didn't it? Yeah, it did, but all you can remember is that 1 second you were down in this little stairwell. This hit mark above you gets hit by this plasma launcher that was loaned out by one of the Etherites that was down there doing mescaline with some of your friends. It starts to overload, and the next thing you know, you're laying about 25 feet away, and the damn thing is exploding again. For the entire time of your memory, it was always rocky. You got hit in the head decently hard. You just assumed that it was a second hit mark, or that you were blown away. But as you're looking at this guy's bludgeoned face, you're going to recognize a much younger man, 20 years in the past, standing on the other side of the explosion, looking at you with the same amount of blood on his face, going, fuck. And that's when everything went to hell outside. That is what you have there. Okay, so you bludgeoned him into the ground. That mage is unconscious. The other mage is still distracted. Holly, you bludgeoned him down. Paisley, what do you do?
So Paisley's kind of gathering her wits here, and she's just like, Rex, back the fuck off! We've got this! And then she's gonna go, Gunther! Everyone, let's go! Grab him and go! Pointing at the technocrat. Just, let's get out of here! And she's gonna start, like, going over to try and, like, grab Bex by the shoulder and try and hoist her up and start heading towards one of the vehicles.
Okay. Gunther will, like, turn. Do you want me in here or not?
Let's go!
But yes. He's going to step out and follow you. Jerry is unconscious. The Hanses are going to get up and go and turn to the other incapacitated mage, and are going to tackle him. Let's roll some damage and see if he can soak it. Oh, damn, I think he can. Your spell's gonna pop, Holly. He's not gonna soak much of it, though. I'll tell you that for damn sure. Okay, that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels of bashing damage between those two punches. They're gonna tackle him and start cracking his ribs. And he's going to scream. And yeah, that is going to be their turns. Top of the initiative, Bex, you are pinning this guy to the ground.
Who is now unconscious.
He is definitely unconscious. There is now only one of them, and that is the one that you have tapped. Actually, you know what? I'm going to roll randomly to see which one is the real one now that the effect ends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I was right. It's the one that you've tackled. The other two are going to go and vanish out of reality. The helping Hans are still working, though, because they're devices, so they just have fun.
Yeah. And Paisley's like coming up to me and basically trying to get me to go.
Yes.
Cool. I am going to stare in just abject horror at this technocrat that I've beaten half to death.
Rebecca, finish him off. We don't have time for this. He's one of them. End it. You hear T-Rex yell from up the stairs.
Can I look back and, like, do I see Rex?
Yeah, he's standing on the stairwell about 30 feet up, kind of like slowly walking toward you, kind of keeping an eye on his companion who's just being beat by robots, kind of trying to figure out what the hell to do right now.
There. I'm gonna look at Paisley, look back at Rex. Fuck you, Rex. And start trying. I have 1 dot of strength, so I know this isn't going to work, but I'm going to try to pick up the technocrat to bring him with us.
Okay, so you can start picking him slowly up. But that means that, Vivian, it's going to be your turn. Bex is trying to grab this guy and take him.
All right, they want to take him for some reason. I say just leave him, but fine. Vivi will grab hold of him
with strength
and firemen
5?
Carry him with strength 5.
Thank you.
No problem. She looks incredibly delicate. It's weird having this huge guy over her shoulders, but
it's so hot, baby. It's so hot.
Okay.
So why are we keeping the technocrat?
All right.
He saved my life once. I could repay the favor.
All right. Can you maybe cancel his things?
Okay.
Can you like forces them or something? I don't know.
All right, one moment, please.
Time bolt them?
Above you, you can hear the sound of a rolling wind and look, I'm not here to fight with you. Leave him. He's an enemy. He would have killed you, Rex said. The same with this one. Go. Your cars are up there. Go.
Okay, what do you think is happening here?
I think you're getting attacked think
We
we're here to
didn't
help.
get it. You shot first. In fact, you killed a sleeper who didn't do anything.
He was an agent of the Union.
Like, that one there, the chick who's got her guts ripped out. Chick
You're
was a
not the
sleeper.
rescuer here.
Like, you guys kind of attacked first here.
Sometimes offense is the best defense. And I might not be here to rescue them, but I guarantee I'm here to do the best thing for the traditions.
Wow, that's condescending and kind of dickish to believe that you know how everything should work for everybody else. Great. We got this.
Are you
Nothing's going
fucking
wrong. Nobody's being
millennials
hot.
kidding? Just go before something bad happens.
All right, we're taking that one with us, though. Pointing at Gunther.
That one?
Yeah.
And he's going to twist his hand at that point, and you're going to be... You haven't noticed, but he's been kind of flexing his wrist at his hip the entire time. And I'm going to spend all 4 of my Hurt the Mores.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no. Fuck.
Fuck, I hate this asshole.
Right? Are we
Okay.
still on initiative, I'm guessing?
We basically are. So, Holly, you are more or less tied with him right now, so what are you thinking?
I would like to try and knock him out.
Okay, you may try to. I need everyone in this area who is close to Gunther to make me a dexterity and athletics roll.
Yeah, I think I'm close
Okay, I guess the
enough to
question is,
lead that.
where is Gunther now?
Gunther is kind of like walking next to Paisley.
Okay. Is Paisley still near all the rest of us?
Paisley is kind of I'm gonna say you guys are all about 10 feet from each other, kind of like forming a line together.
Okay. So we're all close enough then.
Yeah, I think that you all are gonna have to do this because as he does that, he tips over and a bunch of mercury is going to pour out of a vial onto the ground, or at least it would, except it catches and floats in the air. And
I was gonna spend a willpower.
it sounds great. Paisley, as that happens, you are just going to hear the Enochian for "And I call upon the thunderbolt of Zeus." And with that, one moment while I do an area effect.
And quick question, would either of my specialties of hand-eye coordination or extreme endurance help with this?
Does feline grace apply to this one?
Yes, feline grace. A cat can dodge a lightning bolt, I'm pretty
God.
sure. What was your first one there, Holly?
Hand-eye coordination.
No. Extreme endurance? I'll allow it for dodging a lightning bolt.
Cool.
Okay. And that was Dex and Athletics, correct?
That was Dex and Athletics, yeah. So that
Difficulty.
difficulty of... It's pretty... I'm going to say it's difficulty 6 to get out of the main blast area. So every success will lower the damage by 1 before your soak.
Oh, I love
So
rolling tens.
the sky is going to go... and a bolt of lightning is going to come down on top of Gunther. Now, let me soak for Gunther. So he's got 4 dice of counter magic, first of all, which will count as his dodge. So that's 1. And his soak is 10 for lethal damage. So that's nice.
Nice. Robin is definitely rivaling me for good rolls.
Okay, so I had 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's do some math real quick while this thing comes down. So Gunther was at ground 0. Every 2 feet away from Gunther is going to reduce it by some points. So I'm going to say that Gunther was right next to Paisley, and Paisley was right kind of like by Bex and Technocrat and Vivian. Okay, and then Holly was kind of toward the front. So that means that that's going to be -4, -2 for Paisley right off the bat, -4 for Holly, -5 for the Technocrat, and -6 damage for Bex. Okay, so your dodge successes now are going to come into effect. So Holly, or Vivian, that is 8. Okay, so that's just pretty good. Holly has okay, and Paisley 3. Okay, so that's -5. And Bex, what's yours?
I botched.
Okay. So
I did have an idea for that, if like flavor wise.
Sure, go ahead.
That's cool. If Paisley is close to Gunther, I'm assuming that my botch means I actually ran to protect Paisley and potentially protect Gunther and the information in his head.
Okay, sounds good.
Not that it'll work, but
Okay, so how many health boxes do you have left, Jen?
I'm fine. I
Okay.
got all healed.
Sounds good. I need everyone who can soak lethal damage to soak lethal damage for me.
Oh wait, I guess I'm at a -1, so would I be at 8 successes, or would my difficulty have gone down?
You would be. It's a -1 die, so we'll just count you at 8 successes.
Okay.
Now, penalties do not affect soak.
Okay.
Your body will always try to soak. So if you can soak lethal damage, please try to. Difficulty of 6.
Okay. I don't think I've soaked damage before, really.
So
Or if I have,
roll
it's been
your
a while.
stamina versus a difficulty of 6.
Okay, so it was my stamina, and then I have +8 soak dice.
Yes, you have +8 soak dice for armor.
Okay, so I have 10 soak dice.
I rolled 666 for my soak.
Okay.
Yeah.
666 for your soak. All right, so -3. Okay, so you are going to be okay.
These don't explode, do they, for soak?
Yes, they. Only if you have a stamina specialty.
I do not.
Okay.
In that case, that is 6 successes.
4. Okay. 6 successes?
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, that's actually pretty damn good. And what'd you get, Christine?
Sorry, which roll?
On your soak.
What do I roll for that? 'Cause I'm
You
not
roll your
sure.
stamina. Difficulty 6.
Okay. How does that soak lethal and egg?
It's 1 for 1.
Okay.
So because you have your lethal and ag soak turned on, you can soak this.
Okay. 3.
3. Okay. There is going to be an explosion of light over you as a bolt of lightning comes down and slams into the side of Gunther. Even after his soak, Gunther is going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 levels of lethal damage. As this bolt of lightning cracks in, it is going to explode out across you. How many did you say you got, Christine?
3.
3. Okay. You and Holly are going to be pushed a bit. Paisley, you're going to take 1 level of lethal damage, and Bex, you are going to take 7 levels of lethal damage. You are not dead, but you are a hair's breadth from it. The lightning bolt is going to come down, and it is going to just hit an area. It's going to arc out. You are very lucky he didn't spend for aggravated damage on this, or that the aggravated damage did not transfer beyond Gunther. There is an explosion of magical energy around you, and let's see, that was Rex's turn. Holly, it's your turn. What were you gonna do?
Perfect. I am going to do another psychic shatter at him. She's pissed at that. It's kind of just like,
Sounds
what
good.
the fuck?
Okay, psychic shatter. You are against a difficulty of 9.
Okay, I'm gonna spend my last quintessence to lower that to 8. Spend my last willpower to
So you're at, so you're
gain
at 8.
success.
I was gonna say you're at 7, but I think before we forgot that you are at a +1 or you're at a +1 for holding 2 effects right now.
Yeah.
Which about saved your life, so.
Yep. It did. In the moment, would I be able to drop my mind shield?
Yeah,
Or no?
absolutely. It's reflexive, so that'll lower it by another 1. So difficulty of 8. Or 7.
7. Okay, cool. And I spent a willpower. And I used my confessance. So I am so out of everything now.
Oh yeah, mage fights tend to be this way.
Yup.
They're desperate and I love them.
Okay. 7.
7 successes?
No. That was my difficulty. I was saying it in my head. But I did roll 2 10s.
Okay.
In there.
We're using high magic, so reroll.
Yep. Okay. Oh, there's. Okay. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Are you really?
I rolled 2 10s. I rolled the 10 another time. And I rolled a 7 for my other one.
Okay. First off, take 1 point of paradox.
Yeah.
Okay, and I need you to describe how you do this. Like, this little bolt of lightning comes down, you're going to rise up against the pain, kind of dodge out of the way, raise your incense? How does this go?
Yeah, because it's weird because I kind of want to like do a scream at him, but I think she's just going to.
You might want to.
Yeah, I think she's gonna scream at him, and then she's gonna light the incense and actually toss the incense at him because she's just fucking pissed at this. So almost like
so it
throwing
no longer
the lightning
smells good
bolt
to you.
back. Yeah, exactly.
I need you to understand what you just did. Every success you rolled,
Yeah.
is 2 levels of aggravated damage.
Oh shit.
Unleashing this primordial scream from the core of your being, there is going to be this echo, this reverberation as the ground itself kind of like fizzles and hazes around you, and he is going to be holding up his hand aloft as the mercury takes to the sky, calls down the lightning, and as you scream, all of you are going to be slightly deafened by this for a moment, and he's going to look at you as that ends, and he's going to... What are you doing? Knock it off. A little trickle of blood is going to start to drip down his nostril. What the fuck? And then you're going to hear the sound of breaking bone. And his head is going to implode.
Oh my god.
He is going to drop to the stairwell and fall down limply like a mannequin being thrown out a window and just thump, 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 thump. His head ends at his Adam's apple.
Holy crap.
What is a synonym that would affect this situation? I believe that this is impassioned, or what's a synonym? What do you think? Impassioned, wrathful.
Yeah, I think
Cool.
that one works. I think Hollywood's pretty pissed.
Do me a favor.
I think the flaw and her short fuse went. I think that was it. Something snapped in her brain there.
So what do you think? Enraged, wrathful, furious? Pick one.
Any of those.
Pick one. And
Wrathful.
Wrathful. Cool. I want you to write it on your sheet somewhere.
Okay.
We don't usually use this in M20, but you straight up murdered a dude with magic, so congratulations. I'm going to give you the resonance. I'm going to say dynamic wrathful.
Huh.
So this means whenever you cast magic that is wrathful in nature, you're going to take a 1-point difficulty break. If you try to do something that is benevolent in nature or calming, you're going to suffer a +1 difficulty until you bleed this off.
Huh.
Your magic also is going to feel wrathful from now on. Resonance is something they kind of got rid of in M20, but when you kill someone with magic, I'm gonna say it happens.
Yeah, no, that I think she has changed. I think that is something snapped in that reaction of him like calling down this giant bolt of lightning and potentially murdering like 4 mages, a hit mark, and the technocratic guy. His disregard of life made her disregard his life, and something snapped inside of her.
Okay, and just one moment as this is happening up there. That's all I needed. You are going to hear the other acolyte scream, "What the fuck? Luminous Vectos and he snaps a stick in his hand and vanishes in a puff of glyphs as his retrieval correspondence spell goes off. He got enough successes to get himself out of here, and that's it. Both of the Hans robots are going to go... Target. You have our friend. They're going to turn and look at you. Please do not hurt him. He is our friend.
He is not being hurt.
Good. Please do not hurt him. That would be rude. These little bobble-headed bots are going to start like slowly walking toward you with their little bulbous hands up.
What the fuck, Holly? Bex, why are we keeping this asshole?
Is Bex unconscious now? I'm at incapacitated.
Bex is on the ground smoking.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
She is blackened.
She's gonna toss the technocrat gently towards the robots.
Administering first aid. Do you know first aid? I do not know first aid, but I do have nanobots.
I think at this point, Holly
And-
is like so mad that she's like on the ground, like grinding her hands and knuckles into the concrete right now, just trying to.
Vivi is going to run over and basically like eat a task mushroom and slap hands down on Bex.
Sounds good. I want you to go ahead and...
This is exactly as bad as it looks. Shit.
I want you to give me... give me Arete difficulty of 6, please. Sorry, pardon me. Difficulty of 7, because it's vulgar.
Okay, I'm
It's definitely
spending
vulgar.
willpower, and I am spending Quint, I think, to make
Sounds
do
good.
whatever I can to make this better.
All right, it's difficulty 6. Go.
Okay, and 10 still reroll.
Yeah, we're running with that.
Okay. Okay.
Ooh, I have one more hurt than more than I thought I did.
5 plus willpower is 6.
Okay. So Bex, you are on death's door, and suddenly, Ada,
I think Vivi is just gonna like slap a hand on like your upper chest and your stomach and just.
And I think Paisley's
Fuck
dropped
it, you're
down
living.
next to Bex and is like grabbing her hand, the other hand, like on the other side from Vivi, and is just like holding her hand and being like, "Babe, no, please don't do this."
All right, how much
1.
paradox do I take?
for that, you're gonna take 1.
Okay, I'm not yet at 5.
Are you at 4?
I am.
Cool. 1 moment, please. Cool. Roll me soak.
That was stamina, you said?
Yep.
Okay. Uh, 2.
2. Okay, you're gonna take 1 point of bashing damage. Reduce your paradox by 2.
Okay.
This bashing damage will only heal naturally. Same with the ones that you took, Holly.
So it was a point of bashing?
1 point of bashing. As basically you're going to feel this like little twist in your stomach, and you are going to vomit up a little chunk of food.
Hell.
And as you, what was the last thing you ate?
Task mushroom.
Okay, cool. You are going to spit. You're going to spit it back onto the ground.
I guess.
Okay. It is going to hit the ground in a glob, and you're going to see like mushroom and moss start to spread out from where you vomited. And it starts to grow up your pant leg.
I'm gonna try and move away from it.
It continues to grow on you. Your pants are made of mushrooms and moss right now.
Great, new fashion trend. Fucking hate paradox.
It's in your teeth. Like you can feel little fungi growing between your teeth.
I'm gonna try and keep just spitting them out.
Yeah. It is not great. And so, Bex, you are going to come back to... you are going to be... there is going to be like some residual scarring all over your body from this. Because even though your life pattern was healed, this is still going to leave some marks.
Yeah.
They're very faint, but I'm going to say that you have a scar kind of right through your chest that kind of looks like a tree branching. It's very faint, kind of looks like a cool Dayglow tattoo.
How much do I heal?
That you're going to heal 8 points of lethal damage.
Oh, cool. So
Or
I'm
you are
I'm back.
completely healed.
cool. But probably also just shaky.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the helping Hans is going to like poke Jerry with a syringe, and
Okay. So why are we keeping the technocrat?
Information, I guess.
Does it matter?
I-
Kinda.
could use some assistance. In the center of the
Right.
slag heap, you see that Gunter's endoskeleton has been melted. Gunther has 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 levels of aggravated damage, and he has a single health box left.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Like his
Hello,
face has
Paradox, my old
melted
friend.
into a pool.
Hold on. Paisley's wondering if she can do anything with matter. She does. I'm not sure how much of a hit mark is made of just matter, or how much of it is life, because it's like a mix.
You can try.
Right? Yeah. I mean, once she's gonna hold off until Bexy like opens her eyes, though. Like
Bex
seems to be-
squeezes, like Bex was unconscious, so wasn't squeezing your hand back. And then as Vivi heals her, she coughs, just instinctively squeezes your hand, and then her eyes flutter open.
Yeah, Paisley's gonna squeeze that hand, kiss Bex, and then is gonna get up and run over to Gunther.
The hard drive is intact.
Okay, well, how do we fix this?
That is not important.
It's kind of important. Can I try and analyze whatever he's
How
made
much-
out of?
Yes, you may. Make me, so you can use matter 1, so roll me Arete difficulty 4. Holly, you still, I mean not Holly, Vivian, you still have life sight on, right?
Yes, I haven't dropped it yet.
Okay, but that, actually, pardon me, that was just area life sight. So if you want to investigate his body, looking, like, actually you don't need to. Looking through, his skin is melted off, but most of him is robotic. You don't think that life magic is probably going to do much, aside from restore him externally.
Okay.
Before I roll,
Yes.
the extra soak dice, is that effect done now that I've used them?
No,
It's still active?
that's armor on your clothing.
Okay, I see. In that case, I'm gonna drop the effect for the electrical signals so that I only have one effect up.
Sounds
Will that drop my difficulty again, or?
Yeah,
we just
that'll
need-
drop your difficulty is going to be 4.
Okay. I'm gonna spend a willpower.
Okay.
Yes, I can. And I have this as a rote for analyze substance. Would that apply here?
Yeah, absolutely. So you just won't take any distraction penalties.
Okay. And what'd you say, difficulty 4?
Yes.
So that'll be 3 successes total.
3 successes. He is partially constructed of something that you have never seen before. It looks like, honestly, part of his structure is made of this strange alloy that looks to be infused with, you'd almost say TAS looking at it. You've heard stories of premium before. A magical material that the technocrats make. And I'm just checking what you need to repair premium. I believe it's matter 4, prime 4.
Oof. Yeah, Paige is like, can I, if I had like Holly's help to try and, can I make a standard version of it, like a knockoff version of premium, to at least cover up the parts?
Well, you have matter 3, right?
I have matter 3.
And the matter that is there is presently still there, although it's in a damaged state.
Yeah.
Would you need that to work through it? Because basically you're just doing a slapdash, like, weld job, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say yes, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a much higher difficulty.
Okay.
So, I'm also looking up in one of the books what premium actually is created by in M20. So what I want you to do, if you're using matter 3 to do this, give me a difficulty 9 Arete check.
Oof. Okay. Again, I'm spending another willpower. I'm
Sounds good.
almost out of willpower. Oof.
This will be vulgar.
Yeah.
Without witnesses, thankfully.
Yeah. And I do not have a rope for fixing premium, unfortunately.
Yes, well, that's okay. We're only using rotes for
like
when
quick casting?
For like quick casting, yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's cocked. Ooh, that's a 10. Okay.
Okay, that's good.
That's 110, that's all. That's it. I got
110? I mean, that's something.
And then I spent willpower, so 2 successes total.
Okay, 2 successes. What I'm going to say is that, so basically, premium... Okay.
My guess is it's not going to be as strong or as effective as
I mean, you're
original
basically doing a
material.
patch job, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just checking premium on page 659. Skeletal enhancement. Yeah, I'm going to say, Holly, you get a willpower point back from Wonka. Okay, and unfortunately, the new Technocracy book does not have an index, so give me one moment while I do a search for premium, because it should have it listed. I appreciate your patience. Why is it giving me 1,500 results? There we go, 10 results. That's much better. If it would actually... There we go. Boop, 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 boop. Mm. Oh man, it's doing that thing where it's saying that it has like 10 entries for premium, but in actuality it's every P word. Okay, I'm not going to be able to find it there. So we're just going to use slapdash rules for this. So what I'm going to say is that while you can't do like a complete repair, what you can kind of do is remove damage from it. So that was 2 successes, so that's going to be... How many points of paradox do you already have?
I currently have 2 points.
Okay, now you have 4.
Fun.
Okay, and that's just going to sit on you.
Okay.
Okay, so you are going to kind of repair some of the endoskeleton, kind of unfusing some of the slagged parts, and the things that are not innately premium, that are just kind of like a titanium steel alloy, are going to be reinforced and reconfigured. But I need to know how you do this.
So, a lot of it is not... She's probably got, like, a mix of, like... A lot of her matter stuff is done with, like... powders and like rope and shit like that. So she's like, if there's anything she can tie a rope around, she will tie ropes around it. And like
Don't you use alchemy too? You could do like lead into gold type stuff.
Yeah, it's that kind of thing where it's like, it's not a specific... Yeah, it's alchemy. It's bullshit alchemy. She's like, yes, this is lead, and pour this thing and it makes it gold, and put these things together, and there's probably little puffs of like chemical reactions, quote unquote, but it's not. It's magic bullshit.
Okay, sounds good.
And probably several runes and sigils just like scattered around the ground, just like around the parts that she's working on.
All right, so that is going to just fuse him back together.
Like, just hold still.
It's difficult. My central processor is... The magic is going to just fuse into him. Processor is slightly better. I think I can walk now.
Okay, we gotta get going.
I could...
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, while Paisley was doing that, I was hoping that I could peel myself up off the ground and go check on this technocrat.
Okay. You will see that he is stabilized but still badly damaged. The two...
Is he awake?
He's like kind of feverish awake. Like, what the hell happened? Was... I had a dream and you were there. And you...
I'm gonna kind of just smack him gently on the cheek to be like pay attention to me.
Joni?
And then look at it. You saved me. I saved you. We're even now.
Rebecca Allen. I know you. Where do I know you from? I know your name. That's probably my spleen. What is the spleen even for?
Lots of very useful things.
Why were your own people trying to kill you?
That's an excellent question.
And why do you have one of our hit marks?
Came to us.
Because a very lovely etherite decided to change it.
Why are you coming after us?
I recognized your photo. And what happened at the Wu family house. It's happened before.
That has. They've spent more money in renovations than many people could even fathom of.
I know, we monitor them for insurance claims.
Vivi's gonna
Powering
crouch down and try and ask. So, why did an extra fancy hit mark try to attack us at the Wu family house? Because there was another one there.
Also a good question.
A very modern one.
Am I under duress? Oh, Hans, why'd you have to leave me? The two Hans bots have turned into like small balls that are slowly like digitally shrinking down into BBs again.
I haven't hurt you more yet. I could potentially heal you a bit if you were cooperative and not attacking us.
Hitmark X's. The Model 10s. Some of them are assigned to hunter-killer duty. They look for strays. Probably a coincidence.
It was standing outside the Wu family house. And waited there. In fact, I saw it before the other one showed up. Thinking about it now. It was standing outside at the bus stop. And it looked at us through the window and watched and waited.
That one knew that you would be there?
I guess.
Maybe it didn't know what day you were showing up. Maybe it was on a repeating loop.
There?
Predictable patterning?
I don't live here. This was like a one-off trip to meet up, and then somebody random picked a restaurant.
I didn't program the damn robot. I'm an agent, not an engineer.
Well, I'm assuming another agent set it
You
up.
might have been tracking Gunther, who was programmed to find us.
That's what I'm saying, right? I just said that.
Alright. So when did you see... Why did you decide to come after us? Sounds like you just kind of decided instead of like being assigned to it. I thought you had to follow orders all the time. You actually have free will? Poke, poke.
Ow! Ow!
Very gentle poke on the cheek. Oh, come on, that doesn't hurt.
It really hurts. Ow.
Well, be nice and I'll maybe make it hurt less.
I'm being plenty nice.
I mean, that's kind of rude.
Use your voodoo bullshit on me. If it's gonna heal me. Just don't make me grow another head.
I suppose I could do that.
Wait, can you enhance things? No,
I'm not gonna make that bigger, no, sorry.
you just... It doesn't need to be bigger, it just needs to work. Anyway, I'm kind of a little bit electrocuted.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm not. I dodged, but...
We
Bex
were
used to
all
be.
in that blast.
Alright, well, if I do, we split. You go your way, we go ours. You don't impede, you don't attack, nothing. I mean, there's 4 of us to the 1 of you, so... Not the best odds for you.
There's still something weird about this. We might still need him.
Really? I mean, I'm all for, like, stupid old traditions. Also stupid old technocracy. Let's go modern. Some good, some bad. Both things have bad aspects, both have good aspects.
Yeah, we kind of figure that.
If you heal me, I can help you get out of here.
She's gonna give him a raised eyebrow look and very seriously say, pinky promise.
If I could move my pinky right now.
She'll lift his hand.
Ow!
Your pinkies. Alright, agreed?
Ow! Fine.
Alright, boop. She'll eat another task mushroom.
Okay, I think it's your last one then.
No, that's 2 of the 4 that I took.
Oh yeah, you had 4. Damn. Okay,
Yeah,
sounds
because
good.
she got the one Paisley
And I got the
had.
rest from Paisley. Okay, and that was...
He is being a giant baby, by the way, just to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm not
he
gonna
is-
spend anything to make
I mean, he's
this
got
easier.
6 levels of lethal damage on him, but still, he's being a
I'm
baby.
basically just taking, like, the drug mushroom for my rope purposes. Get a little high, do some magic.
Okay, go ahead.
2 successes.
2 successes. Okay, so that's going to be 4 levels of lethal damage. Take a point of paradox for me, please.
Okay, I'm up to 3.
Okay, so he still has the aggravated damage from Holly on him.
You've got a splitting headache.
I bet.
That was my bad.
Is that a psychotropic mushroom?
It is.
Can I have one? For the pain.
Do I want to give him a task mushroom or not?
Or anything for the pain, you reality deviant degenerate. Come on, we can play this game. Ah!
Paisley
Hey.
can call over. I've got Advil.
Here, you can have some of my flask.
Oh,
I'm not giving up a task mushroom, dude.
I can't. I'm in AA.
But you take drugs.
I'm an alcoholic, not a shroomaholic. There is a difference between addiction
Do I have any
mechanisms.
pills on me? She's
Paisley
gonna
will,
pat herself
will
down.
throw a bottle of like extra strength ibuprofen over.
Oh, thank
I
God.
suppose that'll work.
Um,
I don't have anything liquid.
He is
besides
going
alcohol.
to take a mouthful of them.
That's probably good.
Your bottle's going to come back with 3 pills in it.
You know what? You can just keep it. Actually, I'll take one of those.
Yeah, I'm feeling really. Oh,
We should move.
Yeah,
Are
let's go.
you? I gotta ask.
Okay, let's keep talking and move.
Yeah,
That
we.
Hermetic
I think
already left.
He's kind of okay. He can walk now. Paisley motions over at Gunther.
I can walk.
I did my best.
I have these, and she'll wiggle the ring of keys with the car key on it.
Where we're going, we're not going to need to walk.
Where are we going?
I don't know. You're not gonna trust me to take you back to, like, my place. So where's
mean,
a
no
safe
shit.
place?
Honestly, I don't know any safe places at this point. My apartment's been.
I,
No.
we could
I'm not
go-
from here.
Compromised.
I could go to my gym.
Sure.
Public?
At least a public place.
Yeah, they apparently don't have any issue with that.
I can also. I'll call and tell them to get the guys out that it needs to be there. I got an inspection. I'll close
Is yours
the gym.
24 hour?
No, I think it's late night. It closes
Because
like
it's past midnight right now.
oh yeah, then yeah, her gym closes at 11 p.m.
Okay, so or at least it's past 11. So
Yeah.
he's going to kind of like look down. Okay. Oh, I burned my mustache. Okay. Let me just do the math. Do you have your phone,
Yeah.
Miss Allen?
I think Bex is going to look at her bag and realize all of her electronics were on her when
I'm
she
going
got
to-
struck by lightning.
I'm gonna roll the soak for your. I'm gonna spend the something. Oh God. I'm gonna spend the something good happens to say that your phone was airborne and therefore was not affected.
But just my phone.
Just your phone.
Okay.
Well, you also said your laptop and stuff, right?
I have all of my foci are in my bag because it's
Okay.
all electronic.
So hold on. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say one of those things is
Not
okay.
all electronic. but
So
yeah.
your laptop, I rolled
Okay.
a 5. Your cell phone,
Glasses. Glasses are
I rolled a
Google
4.
Glass.
So the cell phone's toast. The laptop's okay. The glasses are fine.
Cool.
Your credit card is demagnetized though. All of
I
your
think
cards
all
are.
of our credit cards are
Fair.
demagnetized.
So he's gonna.
I'm gonna hold up my toasted cell phone.
Can you give me the geo coordinates of where we're going?
Sure, probably.
Or
It's
just
my-
airdrop them to me? Somebody?
Yeah. Tolly will put her gym info in, airdrop it.
All right, Bex. If you wanted to help him cast this, you could. Your paradigms are close enough.
It's true. I mean, I don't have.
You
I
have,
just have enough to help. I think.
you have enough to give him extra successes.
Yeah. If my laptop's fine, then sure.
Okay. I spent a willpower on that, so that's good because
I
that's
rolled 2 7s.
Good. So you actually did the heavy lifting here because I rolled 5, 3, 6, 1, which means that I had 1 success to open a correspondence gate. So he is going to like reach to his watch, start fiddling on this like giant smartwatch. Fiddle. That's okay. So I do that. I carry the 1, and then
Can you triangulate
Yeah,
cell phone
1 sec.
towers?
I'll open my laptop and start typing away on it.
Doing magic, right?
I don't do magic.
I do.
It just looks funny. Don't worry about it.
I do science. And it's badass.
And he hits a button, and you're going to see that. 1 sec. Let me see where he aims this. You guys are all like, God damn, he was not thinking about this. You are all standing within about 10 feet of each other,
And it's badass.
I need a Dex and Athletics check from everybody because the ground is going to go, and he's just going to drop you like you're falling down a floor of a building
Oh god!
Good.
into Holly's gym.
Difficulty 6?
Difficulty 6?
Yeah.
Cool, I bought.
Good. Oh no, I
You're
got
enjoying
4
botching
successes.
tonight, aren't you?
Can I try and help my wife?
You got how many successes?
4.
You can give me.
Because I'm hoping I grabbed on, like being like reflexively.
I mean, I'm going to say that might be why she got hurt.
Okay, maybe.
So,
I'm just like standing there with my laptop, not expecting the drop, and then it's like...
Okay, so Jen, you're gonna take 2 points of bashing damage as you crank your head on the side of a squat machine.
God damn it!
Babe! Ugh.
Okay.
Let me take a look at it.
Okay, so you are dropped down into the cardio and stretch station. So it's not a squat, it's an elliptical that you whack your head on. So the cardio and stretch station of Bex's gym. Did everybody succeed with at least 1 success?
Question.
Holly.
Does my
7.
feline grace apply to this?
Yes.
Okay, 1 sec. I have to roll 10s.
I got 7 successes.
11.
11. Okay. So you are going to all drop down. Oh, hold on, Gunther. Gunther is going to drop through, and you're going to hear. And there is
Can
now
Vivi drop into the Natasha Romanov position?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes.
one of your treadmills now has a hit mark through it.
Huh.
It is completely crumpled. Locke's gonna actually hit the ground pretty well.
Oh shit. Are you okay? Does everyone know? Okay, I forgot which direction.
Ow.
Holly, do you have any ice packs here?
Yeah, of course. She'll
me
start
just-
going toward behind the she'll like leap over the desk and go into like the freezer and grab some ice packs and like first aid kits.
So
She'll also turn on her music to kind of give like a good background thing, just in case anyone's being suspicious and watching. She'll throw on her Spotify playlist to kind of
okay.
give background music.
I have 1 point of medicine. I will attempt to apply ice and first aid. I can handle this, so Bird maybe.
Oh, I can give you a help.
How-
So I'm
how
quite good
is
with
Burb?
medicine. If you need
Burb
help.
was
He'll find us.
yeah.
Yeah, Burb was on the other side.
Bailey's gonna look around and be like, oh,
Okay, so you're gonna pop on your playlist.
he'll find us. Don't worry. I hope.
Okay, gonna start playing overhead.
So, babe,
He's gonna look down at you. Hold on. Intelligence and investigate. Oh, he's actually good at something.
did you get married? Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah? What of it?
Yeah.
Huh. The little girl grew up.
Tell me that again and I'll knock you unconscious again.
Hey,
And if
don't,
she doesn't, I will.
don't knock it. You're here because you were just a little girl back in the day. You're the reason I ended up on desk duty.
Probably more relaxing, isn't it?
I was a field agent. I was on my way to being a man in gray. And then I saw this one getting mowed down by an overclocked, overheated Mark V.
And then suddenly I wasn't there in the path anymore.
No, I did the calculations and I rewound it.
Why?
Because you were like 16. You were just like a kid. You look like my little sister. Or what she would have looked like. She had. Anyway, the whole thing fucked up and the entire operation went tits up because I fucked a variable and we lost $2 billion worth of hardware and guess where the paycheck, the bill went.
Technocracy got mad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but at least
I
you saved thought, do they?
You saved my wife, and Paisley's just holding Bex's hand and like staring at her.
Bex is gonna just wrap Paisley in like her arms.
Yeah, well, tell that to my ex-wife.
I'm sorry.
It's fucking do you have any Gatorade?
Yeah.
Powerade? Anything with a color that doesn't exist in nature?
Yeah, I have every color of.
Do you have any Zydrate?
Yeah.
Comes in a little. No, wait, that's a musical. Sorry, X-Hydrate.
Yeah. I think I got some of that.
Alright, I'm gonna shut up and try not to develop an ulcer from all of these pills.
Also, everyone,
Probably be a good idea.
the showers, sauna. I'll get some things turned on and we can try and recuperate. Oh, I'm so sore from that.
Do you have any way of keeping people from tracking us? That was a problem before. I don't have anything really.
I don't really have anything with the spheres.
Never run into that issue before.
If you're not gonna kill me, I can put up a firewall.
I think we're kind of past the killing.
Yeah, I've been there, done that apparently.
I can't believe
We've got a
Rex
truce.
did that. Fuck.
Oh, that prick? I knew him from back in the day, too. Real. Is his name
Piece of
Rex? Really?
It's what he likes to call himself. It's actually like...
What a dickhead.
I guess he
Agreed.
thought Timothy wasn't dignified enough.
He looks like a Todd.
Honestly, yeah.
Yes, well, he did look like a god.
Oh.
Holly, what did you... How did you... Oh, what? Paisley's
No.
turning back to Holly. Just,
Paisley, no, not now.
What? Oh.
Holly needs to process what she did. We all need to process it. It's not the time for questions.
Yeah, you
I'm
see,
not-
at mentioning of Rex, her hands will kind of like involuntary,
Right.
kind of like twitch and clench into a fist, and she'll kind of like breathe and kind of relax a bit. And she's like, "Mom, if no one needs
okay.
anything, I'm
Yeah,
gonna go
you-
hit the showers."
Right.
Vivi is kind of giving Holly slightly wary looks, like very secretive, like she's not trying to be obvious about it, but she is a little like, I didn't know you had it in you to kill someone, sort of thing.
Yeah, Bex is gonna look at Vivi and Paisley and be like, as the only one here, I think, who has killed someone, I want to go talk to her. And follows after Holly.
Paisley's a little speechless because, wait, you killed someone? What? Babe? What?
I'm just gonna stay here and I guess get my own Gatorade.
Holly will chuck a Gatorade from like the back room.
Oh shit!
Dex and athletics to dodge.
Think fast.
He failed.
Oh no!
Oof! Ow! Ow! My head!
Well, I've
Alright.
still got this
I
ice
don't
pack.
undo my work.
It's just, the ice pack she had been applying to Bex's head, she'll just be like, here.
Yeah, Bex will go follow
Yeah.
after Holly.
You know your wife is a criminal, right? Or she was before she was 18. I don't know if she's a criminal anymore. I guess the statute of limitations is...
Doesn't that get wiped once you hit adulthood? If you did as a kid?
Plus, she's never done anything remotely like that since I've met her.
Oh, she was a real hellion. Back when she was running with, what, Neville Nevermore and Penny Dreadful.
No shit.
Oh yeah,
Penny.
she was...
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
she was like their little baby sister.
She never really talks about that.
Yeah, she was always, she was running around with that guy, Mooney?
That's a dumb name.
Mark Moon. That's the profile. You're, oh, sorry. Probably weird to hear that since they, you know, used to,
You gonna keep talking?
do the do.
Please.
Oh, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with your marriage. I totally support what you're. I think love is love, and honestly, I think that he was kind of a scrawny emo punk. She definitely lucked out with you. You're very attractive, but not in a creepy way. Just kind of in a.
Okay. Paige, don't forget.
I mean, you're very attractive too. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you're stunning. It's obvious. I mean,
Hey,
like you're.
Do you want a shovel?
And dig
What?
your grave deeper.
You keep digging. So I wondered if you wanted a shovel as well. Paisley, don't forget, before you, relationships happen, etc. We're
I
cool.
know. Yes.
Don't blow.
I'm not gonna. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm
I've
fine.
seen
It's
you get
history.
angry, and that's terrifying. So let's not do it.
Okay. Meanwhile, Bex, you follow Holly in toward the shower. The sound of water fills the changing room. What do you do?
Does Holly go into the shower before I like get in there, or is it just?
I think you'll find Holly in just she's dressed. She just went in there in her clothes, and she is just kind of her head. She's standing, and her hands are like pressed against the wall where the shower head is, and she's just letting the water just kind of just soak her completely.
Bex will sit on like a little bench that's nearby, and just kind of sit there in silence for a minute as she tries to figure out what to say. It won't be easy, but you will learn to live with this. You did something that you felt was necessary at the time, and there is no shame in that.
I didn't mean to kill him.
I know. We never mean it, do we? But sometimes it has to happen.
He attacked all of us.
He did.
He could have killed all of us.
And he would have, without a second thought.
And I felt, I don't know where it came from. I was so angry. I wanted nothing more than to rip him apart. And I did. I didn't mean. I'm so used to men controlling me and having something on me. And when the lightning struck, I felt so powerless. And it was like every instance, everything came flooding through. And I know I physically didn't kill him with my hands in the way that
You
most
wanted to.
people do. I wanted to.
Yeah.
And I see his blood on my hands. It's not there. And I wanted to go away.
I'm not going to tell you how to deal with this because you have to figure that out on your own. But I've seen other mages try to cope by using their own abilities with mind against themselves, and it doesn't always turn out well. I know that you're talented there, and while it might help in the short term, it could ruin a lot of things for you.
I equally want to feel nothing and everything. I want to torture myself. And also just forget that I did that. But I know I can't.
In order to not forget. When I was 15, 16, I didn't do anything nearly like that. I probably could have gained more power, more ability, but I didn't want to after everything I went through. But I was so young, and I just tried to tweak what was happening in a fight, and someone died as a result. It's not the same, but it feels the same. I killed that person. It took me a long time to accept that.
I think the hardest thing is, my main thought was, what if anything that he did would have hurt Vivi? And now I worry that I've done a different kind of damage.
If I had been awake, I would have been right there with you. Take the time you need and find solace in Vivi if you can. She'll help you get through this, I'm sure. And if you need to talk, let me know.
Thank you, Vex. I know, I literally just met you. Like, God, tonight?
Yeah. War makes fast friends. Unfortunately.
Thank you.
Vex is going to stand up and head over to a bathroom stall and cry by herself for a minute before heading back out to the others.
Yeah, Holly's gonna like cry and get herself together and change and eventually make herself out to the group.
About a half hour passes. In that time, you manage to kind of come to and really rally a bit. You'll also have some time to eat some of like the power bars or like whey protein bars that you have sitting around. And in that time, Gunther is kind of sitting on the ground, kind of just waiting. In the meanwhile, he's asked for a few things around the room if you can get them, USB cables and things like that.
Yeah, Vivi will do it. She's trying to keep an eye on him a bit.
He plugs himself into one of the AV boxes over by where the cardio equipment is that kind of connects it to the overhead panels where people can watch Netflix while they jog and things like that. And he just sits and waits with you. I'm ready when you are.
Alright, how do we get info from you? What info?
You can copy it directly from my hard drive. Would you like to see what information is available?
Sure.
Find out what we almost died for.
Yeah, I think when Holly comes out, she's just gonna like walk up to Vivi silently and just like reach for her hand and squeeze it hard if she'll let it.
Accessing now. And you'll see that his eyes go kind of out of focus for a moment, And suddenly, now all around this area, there must be, I mean, it's a pretty high-end San Francisco-based gym. So I'm going to say there are a good 20 flat screen monitors all around your immediate area for people doing cardio, for people just checking what time it is. And suddenly they're all going to go and blitz out, just blink out of existence and start flooding with binary code. And then you're going to see images and data flash across the screen. And I would like everyone here to make me an intelligence or wits, I'll let you pick, plus academics, politics, or any knowledge skill, basically, will probably apply, but academics, history, and politics are the really good ones.
Okay, so politics.
If you have politics, you may roll this. If you don't have politics, you cannot roll with politics.
I definitely have politics.
Improvise or creative intelligence proficiency would not apply here, I don't think.
Creative would not.
Vote big picture.
Yes.
And could I use computers or no?
For this, you may not use computers. I'm going to say that that's a
what I
little too
thought.
specialized.
Yeah.
You can use...
How about enigmas?
I'll let you use enigmas, yeah.
I
Cool,
have
that's at least better than
esoterica and medicine for myself.
3 successes on politics.
You can use esoterica or medicine.
Okay.
Sorry, what was
3
the
successes.
difficulty?
Difficulty of this will be just 6.
Okay.
2? Okay. I'm just looking for 1 success from everybody just to make sure you got buy-in.
That's 5 successes.
Holy crap, yeah.
3
3?
from me.
You see a plethora of information flash in front of your screen. Demagogues inside of Eastern Europe assassinated. Power plant disasters. In 1999, there was a meltdown at one of the power plants inside of Western Europe. A number of sex cults in the 1990s, 1980s, and early 2000s that involved the recruitment of many people well below the age of consent. Bioterrorism in Caracas. Child death cults in India, Indonesia, and most of Southeast Asia. Events that culminated in the destruction of Oregon's Greylock Chantry. Dossiers on Vormos, on the Ascension warrior Haleltilinem II, on Porthos Fitzempress, on luminaries of the magic world, some of which are still alive today. Flashing across these screens, you will even see photography, data logs that show the involvement of old, still living, but mostly deceased members of the Council of Nine, and their connection to confirmed Nefandi following the Second World War. What you see blurring across the screen for the past, well, the entirety of your time as a mage, you have heard of every sin the Technocracy has committed. Every indoctrination, every evil, every genocide. But flashing before the screen, you see the traditions uniting with pure evil against the Technocracy. You see them routing oil pipelines through Dreamspeaker territory to keep the Dreamspeakers desperate. You see the child death cults in India to fuel the hatred inside the Chakravarti. You see the destabilization in the Chantries that keep the Hermetics, that keep the Verbena in check. The the scientific blocks that keep the Etherites from straying back to the Technocracy. The Exclusion Acts. The internment camps that keep Asian Americans marginalized. The police violence that keeps other minorities held down. The resistance to women empowerment movements, LGBT rights. It's small. But as it flashes across the screen, you see every dirty trick, every desperate ploy for the past 100 years that the 9 mystic traditions, the councils, have done to keep themselves allied against a single enemy. For what are the traditions without an enemy to unite them?
Should have stayed a hollow one.
Fuck, have we gotten?
Absolute fucking shit is this?
As you watch this, each of you has the same thought. What do we do with this? And as that question hangs in the air, I think we're going to call game right there. Haha, you guys aren't always the good guys.
Oh. So,
that's going to be it for episode 4. If you wanted to know what Lore of the Traditions the book is about, that's basically it. So I hope that when the Onyx Path people watch this, they enjoy it, because some of this is from my own continuity, some of it's from theirs. Yeah, basically, it looks like Evelyn kept receipts.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And I am going to say this right now. You are going to see things that she obviously participated in that were very bad.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But she kept her own receipts as well, and they are still in there.
Mm-hmm.
This will absolutely tarnish her legacy.
Yeah.
But because you don't get off easy, Christine.
I'm sure, like, you put us in a situation where it'll be the bad choice or the worst choice.
Exactly. But see what I mean
Sometimes there
before a
isn't a
game
good
where I was
choice.
like, this is gonna potentially be iffy because of what's going on right now overseas. So yeah, anyway, that's game for tonight. I hope y'all had some fun there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can I just want to shout out to like Robin and Jen. Holy crap, that scene in the showers was just
Well done, guys.
love. Well done.
I'm still crying. Like I
Yeah.
can't stop it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
Can't stop, won't stop.
It's tease. There's tears. Oh.
Well, why don't you go ahead and take your 5 XP and see what you do with it.
Yeah.
All right, so folks, we've got, I think, probably one more episode of this once we figure out what you guys do with this, because I don't know. I will say that right off the bat, you have some thinking to do, because deleting that information is the safest thing to do.
Yep.
But is it the right thing to do? I don't know. You figure that out.
Yeah, that was the thought.
Yep.
It was like, well, we could hide it, delete it, or we could marvel it
Yeah.
and release it all.
But who do you release it to? Who can you trust?
Everyone. Sort of thing, right? That's the only way to do it. Because else, who's
But-
determining how it's disseminated?
Well, this is going to be great then, because you actually literally have a technocrat on hand who could.
Yep.
But these are things that even the technocrats don't necessarily know.
Yeah, how's Jerry handling this?
Yeah.
I didn't want to cut the tension, but I was this close. Mother of God. You know, I was really close to doing it, but I was like, no, he's just going to be like,
what the hell's going on? What's going? Oh my God, really?
Anyway, so he's definitely wigged out.
It's like, oh my God, the traditions have dirty laundry.
I
Holy
knew it.
shit.
I knew they were bastards.
Hey, you've got no room to talk.
I have a dental plan.
Apparently, we can release it to Killer Snake
The
too.
snake.
In the chat?
Yeah.
Okay, Killer Snake 2, you take care of it. We'll trust you.
Yeah.
All
We'll
right,
let
so
the Nafandi kill you.
Yeah.
there are no Nefandi. No one, there are never any Nefandi. They don't
The
exist.
Fonzie aren't real. They can't hurt you.
Right? They can't hurt you. This is my only problem with running short runs is like when I first started this, people were like, oh, you should have Nefandi. I'm like, I can't set up a Nefandi in 6 episodes or 5 episodes. Nefandi are all, they're like a simmer. Like it's like a good stew, like a roux. You got to take time with it.
Yeah, no, I remember from
Really Easter eggs, but
Oh yeah, I threw it
LARP.
as Easter.
that was a well done setup.
Oh man, I rushed that one. Oh, you're talking about?
I didn't see it
no.
coming.
Yo, you're talking about Chad. Chad was the long con.
Fucking god damn it. You got me with that
Yeah.
one. God
So
fucking
for
I mean, I
those
didn't
of
see
you-
Chad. I didn't see James coming either.
for those of you who are who obviously don't know, I ran Technocracy LARP for about 2 years. It was every other week. We ran 60 episodes, I think.
A
And
lot.
Amy was like one of the important people inside of the syndicate and the money people. And there was this other guy who was basically Cyril from Archer. He was this little weenie, and his whole thing was like he would do all the hard work while everybody else. Turned out he was actually an infernalist the entire time and waited for the exact right moment to ruin everything. And my favorite thing about that is that the Technocracy,
I have no idea.
the NWO particularly has this thing called it's a projection box that basically allows you to like project situations around you. So you can like, it's like a hollow cube, like a holodeck cube. He used it and he just inverted it to make it a nightmare field generator. So when they go down into this base that he's taken over, it is like something out of Event Horizon, and they're going around like killing like basically zombie people and people who were like in the throes of agony being wrapped in barbed wire. None of them were. It was all this device, which you can find in the NWO Revised, and he just corrupted it and been feeding it with tons of primal energy. So you guys
so weren't we like
massacred
actually we just killed
you were
so
just
many
killing your
people.
friends.
Yeah, it was great.
It was great. And at the end of it, he was just like, yeah, I already won, but I always
he's
hated
the one who
working for
helped
you.
me assassinate my boss.
Yeah, he convinced you to do it.
I mean, it wasn't hard at that point.
No, it
honestly.
wasn't.
Oh, is that where that came from? Okay.
Yeah.
He's the one who handed her the gun.
He's like, I don't have the strength to do it. You have to do it.
And she's like, oh yeah, okay. Honestly, you're a pussy. Okay, I
Yeah,
got
and
it.
I
hate this
played him as a
motherfucker.
wimp the entire time, and the whole time he was just dividing you guys up, and it was so good. It was so good.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
and
Yes,
at the very
that is
end,
why
like I didn't
Chloe-
see James coming
Yeah.
either.
Yeah, James was kind of a long one, but anyway.
That was great.
It
But yes, NWO no represent.
Nope, syndicate is Windicate.
Iteration,
It's-
sex
The
appeal.
NWO knows where it's at.
So
Wait, engineers out.
Kelly.
Yeah,
For taking a new sphere,
10 XP.
yeah, but do like for like a reason why or excuse, do you have to have like
If this wasn't just a short run camp or short run chronicle, I would say, oh, you have to spend time researching it. Usually you have to find a mentor to teach you. In this, you've been working on it for a while. It just clicked. What are you thinking?
Oh, okay. Well, okay, that kind of didn't. I was just wondering if that she's seen death and created death. I was wondering about taking potentially a sphere in spirit because she is kind of fucked up and maybe seeing wants to connect with the spirit world because think. But if
Yeah, we can do that.
yeah,
You can take
okay.
it out of spirit. I don't care.
Sweet.
So yeah, that works for me. It's 10 XP. So
Yes, I have 12.
Nice.
So
okay, so folks, that's going to be it from us tonight. I want to thank you all for tuning in and thank Onyx Path for giving us access to Lore of the Traditions. It's a fantastic book, and if you can get on the Kickstarter still as a late backer, do it. It's great. It has the same vibe here where it's like nobody is innocent. We have a lot of things to fix. And it's a really well-written book. It's a lot of fun. Speaking of books, mine's coming out soon. I will post more about that, so definitely go and support Gangrel Wild Hunt or Wild Hunt Gangrel. I forget which way it's when it comes out in a couple weeks.
It's really good.
It's really good. My night horrors are really scary in that one. Like,
It's great.
Yep.
I didn't get
so
as much press in the actual write-up because it didn't really have rules you could attach to it. It was very amorphous, but the fiction sure has it in it, and it's poopy.
I like it.
I
No,
listened to
it's
Resident
it's
Evil
a great
8
idea, and I
soundtrack
think
so
it would
much.
make for a great like concept for a game to deal with, especially a horror focused game. It could
That's-
be really, really fun.
That's what I really love, is that if I'm writing night horrors correctly, you don't need to use them with vampires. You can use them with anything, and they're still
Mhm.
scary. Like, that has always been my goal, is that a night horror antagonist should be scary without what it's attached to.
Well, honestly, in the end, it doesn't even really need necessarily rules attached to it, because that just makes it very easy for people to get around it potentially.
Yeah, no, the rules are it will mess you up, and it is spoopy and does whatever it wants.
Yeah, it's there for flavor and for the
And for-
person running to use.
It's off. I often you have to do rules like that for people who maybe aren't as good as leaning into drama as they are mechanics. Like, if they need to have
Mhm.
something to box themselves in so they don't abuse their own power. Like, a lot of people feel like that when they're running. Like, you know, if I can just do whatever I want, I might do something that makes it less fun for the players. Whereas I just kind of gauge your reactions and lean into it. Amy, what's up?
Did any of us get our natures and recover willpower?
That's a good point. So natures and demeanors. Let's go through in a circle. Let's start with Christine. What's your nature? Celebrant?
1 second, I just need to pull it back up again.
Okay,
I
Paisley,
closed
what's yours?
Kid.
Sensualist.
Do you feel that you did something that counts for sensualist?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I'll say kid. You were kind of babied around, so yeah, go ahead and do that. Bex.
I'm just reading mine, but it's hacker.
Yeah, go ahead.
But I have to read this part because I think I did it last time too, but regain willpower when you detect a flaw in some important structure, system, or device.
Gain 2 points of
No.
willpower back.
What about when you act your demeanor?
No, demeanor is a role-playing guideline.
Okay, it's just role playing.
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't remember because there was a system where you had two.
It's
and both
Chronicles.
of them.
It's Chronicles of
Okay.
Darkness, where you get either a little bit or all of it, usually.
Okay.
So
'Cause
Holly,
I was definitely activist this time.
right?
I think I got mine. Masochist.
Gain a willpower. You got also killed Teddy or T-Rex, not Teddy. Doesn't
Oh,
work.
God.
Yeah.
Teddy Rex.
Yeah.
T-Rex.
Yeah, I don't
Uh,
want to kill Teddy. No way.
Once Paisley's like, she's not in a good place either, but that's neither here nor there.
Nice.
I have an important question because it didn't come out in the right at the end of the game there. But Holly reached for Vivi's hand. Did Vivi reach back?
Oh,
Ooh.
did she?
Did she?
Wait, when was this?
It was right as we were gonna start the thing. I said, "Oh, if Holly would have if she come out, she would have tried to go for Vivi's hand and give it a squeeze."
I don't
Vivi
know
would
that
let
Vivi
her.
noticed.
Ooh.
Like, would you just let her hand get held, or like?
I mean, yes, I think so. If Holly like reached and got pulled,
Holly would
but
have like
she doesn't
went
pull
for the-
away.
Yeah,
Because I know that Paisley is like
I
glommed
think she probably
onto
wasn't
Bex.
as like leaning into it as she normally
Mhm.
would, like
Yeah.
the sensualist side of her would,
hmm
because she's a little freaked out.
I bet.
Watch the guy get his head blown off.
Yep.
Blown in.
It was
It-
someone I knew. Paisley's
Somebody
like,
who used to
"Ah!"
know. Somebody
Okay, yeah.
who
Like,
used to know.
He was being a dick, but
Yeah.
Yup.
oh, it was funny right when you did that though, since Vivi had survived the lightning bolt, she was gonna go full questioning, screaming on this guy of like try to tear him apart. What the hell do you what are you doing with your life choices here?
But now
try to
you know what
seriously
he was doing
shame
with his
him.
life choices. Now everything he was doing made a lot of sense.
Yes.
Tactically, you guys are the bad guys in this story, sort of.
Apparently, yeah.
You're like Magi leaks.
No, now I'm kind of thinking that he had Nephandic ties and engaged in some of the stuff potentially, and that's why he's trying to cover
No,
it up.
I honestly think he's a hermetic and he's just trying to keep the damn traditions together.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe. I don't know. It's
She's a
Shove it under
so
the rug.
confused.
You know what?
Um,
Holly, get one more point of spirit and go ask his ghost.
I will
Uh,
try.
Paisley, I'm gonna spend to buy athletics up to 2 because we keep ending up in situations where we have to dodge.
Doing sit-ups is always good.
Yeah.
Mhm. We're at a gym.
We're
now,
in the
so
gym,
you
yeah.
can-
Literally, get some athletes, just do some pump.
Yep. That's what you're gonna do.
That's what you're gonna do. Folks, I want to thank you so much. If you are enjoying this, be sure to give us a follow on Twitch or a subscription, like a sub over on YouTube. If you like what we do here, quick reminder that you can give us money for free if you have an Amazon Prime subscription and are on Twitch. You can do it. It just takes money from Jeff Bezos, which, hey, taking money from the Technocracy is always a good thing. And, you know, I'll suffer the moral penalty of your $250 going to me. Besides that, if you really like what we do here and want to help support these games so that we do more of them and we keep the consistent quality up, be sure to go to patreon.com/dorktales. And like, even for $1 a month, you know, a lot of people say that, you know, oh, I don't have money to support things. It's like, well, sort of. I mean, if you pay $20 a month for Netflix or whatever it is where you are, and you spend just as much time watching a Twitch stream, tipping a Twitch streamer makes a lot of sense, and they need it more than Netflix does. Especially Google what Netflix is doing these days in Europe, and you'll get there. I won't broadcast propaganda. I'll almost put it that way. And honestly, if you can afford a couple bucks a month, that may not mean much to you, but the more people that do it means a lot to Dork Tales and to me, because it's my full-time job. So really appreciate that. No pressure though. We'll do our best to keep as much content out of paywalls as possible, but there are going to be a lot of perks for people who can give $5 a month and up. Besides that, I want to say thank you to my Patreons, my Patreon supporters, DM Michael Gray and Solomon, who are my divine producers, my demonic producer Precarious, and my my princess of the Patreon, Trizelta, Buddy, and Taryn. Thank you so much. Really, like, seriously, I couldn't do it without you. So folks, I want to thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope, players, you're having a good time. We got one more episode.
I got my trauma. I'm happy.
Right? Right?
All right. So, folks, if you like what we do here, there's plenty more coming. And we'll be back with next game next Saturday. And then we're going to figure out when Victorian Age is coming back, where we can do it regularly. So, with that, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for Deadlands Blood Drive, and Monday for a very special episode of Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Tuesday is the Dirge for Exelar, and Wednesday is the Shards of Nirn again. So we got content coming at you like 4 to 5 days a week. Be here, and who knows, we might even be doing other cool stuff. We'll definitely be doing stuff if we hit 50 patrons. So we're 5 off. So I'll announce something cool if we hit, 50. If we hit 100, I'll do something really cool. Like, super cool. Anyway, that's going to be it from us. We will see you later. Goodbye, everyone.